Have you ever imagined moving into a new apartment and getting dragged into some game where you have the chance to win a lot of money?
We decided to do a book report on the book The Westinghouse Game by Ellen Raskin. This book takes place in Westinghouse, Wisconsin, typically the Sunset Towers. It all starts when people are recruited to live at the Sunset Towers.
Some of the characters include
I'm Turtle Wexler.
Grace Windsor Wexler,
I'm Doug Who.
Flora Bombach,
Sadell Pulaski.
J.J. Ford,
Shin Hu.
the Theodoracuses,
Dr. Wexler.
Angela Wexler,
Dr. Dear Denton.
Crow,
Sandy.
and Otis Amber.
Once the tenants move in, they're informed about Mr. Westing and are told spooky stories about him from the mailman.
Mr. Westing lives in a big house across from Sunset Towers. People haven't heard from him in years. One day, Turtle notices that smoke is coming out of the chimney of his house. People start to wonder if he's still alive or not.
On Halloween night, Turtle is dared to go inside of Mr. Westing's house.
So she goes into the house and finds Mr. Westing's cold, dead body in his bed.
Within a week, all of the residents of the Sunset Towers are called in
They
for
all
a meeting.
figure out that they are related to Sam Westing and they are all part of his will.
To get their share of money, they must figure out the puzzle and use the clues that they were given.
First, they are randomly grouped into pairs of two and are given separate clues.
They try to figure out the clues. They notice that things start disappearing. There's a thief.
All of the residents are at a meeting to see if they will share their clues. A bomb goes off in the kitchen. Not only is there a thief, but there's a bomber in the
The
building.
conflict is the residents trying to figure out who murdered Sam Westing.
This conflict is external.
Here's the part of the book that is very important because it hooks in the reader. It takes place at the meeting when the first bomb goes off.
When the meeting was again called to order, Mr. Who suggested that Miss Pulaski gets a greater share of the inheritance in exchange for a copy of the will in English.
However, I repeat, neither my partner nor I stole the notes. And if you suspect us of murder, forget it. We both have airtight alibis.
Doug choked on his sweet roll. If they got around to alibis, they'd figure out where he was the night of the murder, on the Westinghouse lawn.
And to prove our innocence, my partner and I decided to share our clues.
Judge stops Mr. Who before he can say anything. She tells him that all are innocent until proven guilty and that it should be thought about carefully before making that decision. They decide to ask questions instead by writing them down on paper. The first question to be asked was if anyone was a twin. No one answered.
What is Turtle's real name?
At the same time, Mrs. Wexler and Flora Bombach responded with different answers. Ruth, said Mrs. Wexler, while Flora said Alice. Mrs. Wexler shot a bewildered look at Flora. The next question was unfolded by Theo. Who here actually met Sam Westing? The next question was asked. Who got kicked last week? But the meeting was suddenly adjourned due to panic.
It was so sudden. The ear-splitting bangs, the screams, the confusion. Doug and Theo ran into the kitchen. Mrs. Theorakis ran out. Her hair, her face, her apron splattered with dark dripping red.
Everyone was in a panic.
They figured out that it was only tomato cans that exploded on her. What caused it? Who caused it?
So all in all, I thought this book was very interesting and very mysterious, but it did take a little while to get to the body of the book.
I strongly agree with Laura. It had a very mysterious touch and really intrigued me, but it did have a couple boring moments.
I would recommend this book to anyone who loves murder mysteries or just mysteries in general because of its bizarre events.
You can find this book in the school library in Miss Herman's room.
Thanks for watching! I recommend this.
I strongly agree with Laura. It had a mysterious touch and also really intrigued me.
I would recommend this book to anyone who loves murder mysteries. I would recommend this book to anyone who loves murder mysteries or just mysteries.